Chukudi, what exactly is your work? 2 years, you have sold phone, you have sold car, you have sold shoes, and now you are selling furniture. What exactly is your work? Now, are you like Chukudi that you have been selling different kind of things? I understand. I'm sure it's because you are trying to make ends meet. Country hard. That is one of the reasons why in the next 100 days, I'm going to be showing you a better way of doing this thing. How you can find purpose, how you can stay and focus on a business and build it and become a huge name. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a successful business. And even if you decide that you want to go online and you want to diversify, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. And also I'm going to be fixing that mindset of yours that has been taking you pure. Join me on this 100-day journey. It's absolutely free. Titled Mind and Money. I am going to be teaching you skills that will help you transform not just your mind but also your pocket. Click on the link below. Get registered. See you there. You know say too much garri dey cause alcohol. And you know say this your garri wey you dey take na because of Satan. Now, let me show you how you can increase your income. Let me show you ways like stop drinking garri every single day. There are other types of food. There's rice, there's beans, there's chicken, there's so many other things. But you cannot afford those things if you rely on only one source of income, which is your salary. In the next 100 days, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make money both from cryptocurrency, forex, and from owning a business. And that is not just all. I'll be adding a bonus on teaching you life skills, how to get out of depression, how to handle breakup, and how to live a best life. If you are interested in turning finance around, click on the link below. Join me on this transformative journey. It is absolutely free. Stop drinking garri every time. Because I said it's free doesn't mean that the link is going to remain open forever. Get on board. I'll see you then. Hello. Good day, guys. Good day. Welcome to day 36. Welcome to day 36. And I want to believe that you are actually ready for what we have today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's been an amazing journey. And I believe you've gained value so far, or you are still gaining value. Right? Okay, so we are going to briefly run through what we had all throughout the week. And after that, we will now go into what we have for today. All right, so the week started very powerfully. And we started looking at boss or bully. We started by looking at boss or bully. Are you a boss or a bully? And we shared insights on how, some of the things that we do, or some of the things that, we do as individuals in the office and in our businesses that we don't know, but are somehow very detrimental to the growth of our business, right? Then we went on this on Tuesday, day 31, to look at decoding the national blockchain policy. And I mean, it was very explicit. We did a lot of digging deep and all of that, right? Very powerful session. And Wednesday, we also looked at the Forex Diary, right? Forex Chronicles, where we looked at the best Forex indicator. And I mean, there's been a lot of, questions about which indicator is the best, right? So we dug deep and we found out that, okay, this is actually what's the best. And like I said, I was explaining to somebody earlier that the best Forex indicator is not basically about Forex, right? If you are a trader, if you trade any form of commodity, stocks, anything that has to do with candles and the rest of them, volatility, crypto, and the rest, you really need to watch that video, right? So it's the best trading indicator. So you should watch that video if you're interested in making money from the financial markets. Right, then the next one on the crypto diaries, we looked at day 33, what no crypto mentor tells their mentee. What no crypto mentor would tell their mentee, or what they don't tell.
And it's not as if because it's not because they don't want the mentee to know, but there are things that they just you those things you will have to find them out by yourself. And we dug deep. I gave close to 10 things that you would not hear or learn from your mentor. It was also very powerful. Okay, so the next we looked at on Friday was dating and sex. And there we had our mentor, we had a guest who did justice to that. He did justice to that topic and he killed it in the person of PH, Pastor Harrison Edward. And it was powerful, very, very powerful. It was very enlightening, right? And we went on after that to look at yesterday, um, dealing with breakup, when we had Pastor Busayo Adekombi, and he did justice to that. Allow it on. He did justice to that as well. All right, so today we are looking at embracing life, and what the topic we are looking at basically is the secret of growth secret. We are looking at growth secret today. We started all the Sundays, we'll be looking at growth secret. And the reason, like I keep saying, is because one of the reasons why we are focused on growth right now is because the whole idea of the Mind and Money series is to what help you grow as a person, right? Help you grow as a person, and also to help you grow as a person, and also to help you grow financially, right? So these are the reasons why we are looking at this concept. Okay, so while we try to get back the power on, I'm just going to go ahead so we can get out of here very quickly because today is Sunday, so we can get ready for work tomorrow. All right, so what is we started looking at the principles of growth, and we've looked at several principles. The first principle we looked at was actually the principle of intentionality. For you to grow, you have to be intentional about it, right? Then we also looked at the law of awareness. Right? You must know yourself if you want to grow. You have to be aware of yourself. You have to be aware of who you are. Then we looked at the law of the man in the mirror. You must see value. You must see value for yourself. You must see value in yourself, right? Then we also looked at the principle of reflection. The principle of reflection is a very powerful principle where you have to go back and look inside. You have to look inside if you want to grow. The principle of reflection is that you have to look back inward and see, okay, so what are the things? What are the things that I need? You need to pause, stop, and think. Pause, stop, and think, right? Or stop, pause, and think. So majorly, we are trying to tell you that for you to go forward at every point in time, you would actually need to pause and think. And today we are looking at the next, which is the principle of consistency. The principle of consistency. Very powerful principle, right? Very powerful principle. Okay, so now, this principle, what is consistency? What is consistency? Because I remember when we talked about habits, when we had our guest, Mr. Gadu Oluwatobi Ibrahim. When he was on the show, he asked me a question. We were looking at 6 habits of successful people, right? And he asked me a question. He said, "What is that one? What is that one principle that you say is what has made you? What's that one habit you say is what has made you?" Right? And I answered and told him very simply, I told him that is consistency, showing up every single day, right? So we are going to be looking at the principle of consistency today. right? We're going to be looking at the principle of consistency today. Now, what is consistency? What is consistency? You need to understand that consistency is actually being persistent, being reliable, being steadfast, right? That is consistency, being steadfast, being persistent, being reliable. That is what persistence in your behavior and your efforts. In your behavior and your efforts. In your behavior and your efforts. That is what consistency is. Being persistent, being over time. Right? You need to understand that for you to grow, you actually need to be consistent. You actually need to be consistent. For you to grow, you need to be consistent. Now, there are several reasons why you need to be consistent, right? Before we get to how do you need to do it or why do you need to do it. One, it allows you make progress, small progress, steady progress. That's what consistency does. Also, it helps you to establish habits. Consistent actions is what forms habits. And habits are the building blocks of success or failures. Habits are the building block of success or failures. Now, also, consistency helps you build credibility and trust. Helps you build credibility and trust. A lot of people come to my office or they call me and say, hey, Alpha, you still do crypto? Of course. Now, just the fact that I knew this guy started crypto like 7 years ago, the fact that he's still in it means he should be an authority. So it helps you build credibility and trust, right? Now, also, it helps you create predictability, right? When you are consistent, there's reduced level of stress and uncertainty because there's a certain order and reliability that you are going to be exuding because you have certain standards consistently. And consistency can also help you overcome obstacles. It can help you overcome obstacles. Remember when I was talking, I said in one of our dives, I said, if I'm trying to break a wall and I use a mallet and I hit the wall, let's say I hit it, maybe 15, 20, 50, 100 times, then it eventually breaks. Which of the blows broke it? Was it the first or the last? And we discovered that it's not actually the first or the last. Because if 100 blows was what broke down that brick or that wall, if I had blown 99, it will still be standing. Yes, it will be weak, but it will still be standing. Right? So the 100th one was as important as the first one. Right? So you need to understand that aspect. It helps you overcome obstacles. Then it also helps you build discipline. It helps you build discipline, right? Because you are focused on your goal. You are focused on achieving what you need to achieve. Then it helps you maximize your potential. Helps you maximize your result. Helps you maximize. It just helps you maximize efficiency. That means your efforts and your results start becoming commensurate, right? Okay, so having said that, how do we grow consistently? How do we grow consistently? The first thing we need to look at is, excuse me, why do you need to be consistent? Or should we start with the why? No, let's start with the what. What do you need to consistently improve on? Remember, when we are looking at principle of growth, we are looking at it from the angle of consistency as a tool. Now, please take note. We are looking at this topic, consistency as a tool, principle of consistency as a tool for growth. As a tool for growth. Now, one of the things you need to understand is that motivation can get you started, but it's only discipline that can help you grow. Motivation can help you get started, right? But it's only discipline. You can be motivated. Somebody can talk to you on all the whole reasons why you should be a doctor, why medicine and surgery is this thing for you, why you should get into this business and all of that. And you are motivated, you are charged, you are this and that. Then you start. Then you discover along the line that it's not motivation you need. That's one of the reasons why motivational speakers are very good. Their work is to get you started. But have you noticed that you have been attending motivational seminars, yet you remain the same? Why? Because it's not motivation you need to grow. It's discipline you need to grow. And discipline is what brings about consistency. So you see why the principle of consistency is one that will help you grow. It's a secret. Now, how do you become consistent? How do you grow in consistency? Right? First, you need to understand these 4 things. The first one is how to grow. The second one is you need to know what, let's not look at how, let's start with the what. What you need to improve on, how you need to improve on it, why you need to improve on it, and finally, when you need to improve on it. I'll take it again. What do you need to improve on? How do you need to improve on it? Why do you need to improve on it? And when do you need to improve on it? These 4 things is what will help you. Now, you've got to get up every morning with determination if you are going to go to bed with satisfaction. According to George, he said every morning you have to wake up with determination. If you want to go to bed with satisfaction, you need to wake up with determination. The reason why you are not satisfied is because you are not determined enough. If you intend, do you understand? So the question is, what do you need to improve on? What do you need to improve on? Now, why this question is very important is a lot of times you see people that are they show very inconsistent growth. They show very inconsistent growth. You know, all the time I see people with purpose who are inconsistent in their progress. You see people very hardworking, but I'm sure you know 1 or 2 uncles. I mean, like these guys were charged, they were always it. Their job, they carry their job for head. I mean, they were always first to get to the office, last to come back, and the rest of them. But somehow they were not growing. You could not see progress. Why? It's not because they don't have ambition to succeed. The ambition is there, right? The aptitude, they understand their job. But see, let me tell you a secret. Most people learn to master their jobs, but don't learn to master themselves. Most people learn to master their jobs, but they don't learn to master themselves. If you must grow, the truth is you must learn to master yourself. What do you need to improve on? It's you. It's not your job. Yes, I know that your goal, you have a financial goal that you set, but it's not just, you don't need to improve on the goal. You don't need to improve on your job alone. You need to improve on yourself. You understand? Don't just improve on your job or your work description. Improve on yourself. The successful person has the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. That's what differentiates a success from a failure. Successful people, they make it a habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Right? Then the next question is, how do you need to grow? How do you need to grow? And for you to know how you need to grow, there are certain questions you need to ask yourself. What motivates you? Very important. Remember, I said motivation will get you going. Motivation will get you going. So the question is, what motivates you? And what motivates you will be dependent on your personality type. What motivates you will be dependent on your personality type. Now, what's that your personality type? Of course, you know, phlegmatic, melancholy, sanguine, and choleric. This, everybody has maybe one or two of these temperament types, and your major temperament will determine what actually motivates you. I cannot use this whole training, this short time, to talk about that. So I will recommend a book for you, Why You Act the Way You Do, by Dr. Tim LaHaye. Why You Act the Way You Do, by Dr. Tim LaHaye. Now, this would help you understand your personality type. Whether you are a choleric, whether you are a phlegmatic, whether you are a sanguine, or whether you are a melancholy. Once you understand your personality, then you can tell what motivates you, then use it to your advantage. If you're not recording, then use it to your advantage. Number two, the next thing you need to do is start with the simple stuff. Very powerful. Start with the simple stuff. When you want to, according to research, if you want to train horses to jump hurdles, you start by letting them jump the small hurdles first. That's the key. Start with the simple stuff. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day will lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day will lead to what? Great achievements gained slowly over time. Start with the small stuff. Most people have gone to the gym to go and start exercising. And the first day they went to gym, they want to carry everything. You know, they are just pumping. You know, you are following somebody that has been doing gym for 7 years to do routine. You will see, let me tell you, I can tell you after that month, you will not go to that gym. In fact, if you finish your subscription in that gym, something else is pushing you. Because the truth of the matter is, if you get to those kind of places, start with small things. If you want to rush it, your body is going to feel so sore, and you're going to say, man, is this what I want to be going through every time? But no, if you had started small, your body will get used to it eventually. So start with the small stuffs. Number 3, be patient. Be patient. All things are difficult first before they become easy. Be patient. It's not easy, yeah, but be patient. That means be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient. This is how to improve. The first one I said is what? Know what motivates you. The second one is what? Start with the simple stuff. The third one is be patient. Then the fourth one, oh Jesus, this could be a complete topic. Value the process. Value the process. See, let me tell you something. For you to achieve your life goals, you achieve life goals by setting annual goals. You achieve life goals by setting annual goals. You achieve annual goals by setting monthly goals. You achieve monthly goals by setting weekly goals. And you achieve weekly goals by setting daily goals. And daily goals are achieved by doing uncomfortable things first. Then after a while, they become easy. How? Because they now turn to habits. So your habits will turn to actions, or will turn your actions into your attitude. Your habit will turn your action into attitude. Then that attitude will turn it into a lifestyle. Then you discover that it's easy for you. See, the law of process is very, very key. You don't make a baby in 1 month by getting 9 girls pregnant. You don't. There is a law of 9 months. You cannot say, okay, it's one month from the whole 9 girls. So, I mean, after 1 month, if you combine all the one month from these 9 girls, 9 months, you born baby. No, you don't make a baby in 1 month by getting 9 girls pregnant. This Indomie generation, we need to understand these things. There is a law of process. Value the process. Value the process. You need to understand that these things will take time. The next thing we need to look at, we talked about what do you need to improve on? How do you need to improve on it? I've given you 4 things that will help you improve on it. Then the next thing we need to look at is, why do you want to improve? You see here, until you answer the question of why, you'll be very discouraged along the way, and you will throw in the towel. I can tell you for free. I can tell you for free. Until you answer the why question, let me tell you something. Now, do you think that this 100 days series, today is day 36, do you think that is every day that there are people every time on it? No. There are some days I start the program, and like there was a particular day the network was bad. I practically almost did the first 30 minutes alone because of how bad the network was. People were complaining, MTN was down, Airtel was down, everything. Now, if I got my high, if the reason we set out to do Mind and Money series was so we can be seeing plenty views on all of that day I would have thrown in the towel and said this thing, either network was spoiling or people may be busy. There was another day that we almost had a very low turnout, the day Nigeria played match. We almost had a very low turnout because people were watching Nigeria match. So, but what kept me going, today is day 36, is why. That's when I say consistency, right? I understand my why. Why did I embark on the Mind and Money series? It's costing us resources, and yet we are giving out premium information for free. So why? If I did not have enough why, trust me, we would have stopped this thing. We are spending serious money. There's money for generator, there's money for internet, there's money for fuel, there's money. I mean, this the platform we are using to broadcast both on Facebook and YouTube at once, it's costing us money. So on average, we run some serious bills every month for this. Right? So if the question of why was not properly answered, trust me, we would have dropped this thing. Now, that's why I'm telling you this, is so you understand that if you don't answer your why question, you would abandon your dreams. You will abandon your goals. You will abandon your vision. You will not grow. until you answer the question of why. Right? You need a will. Your why will give you a will, your will. Your why will give you your will. Some people, your why may be hunger. There is a level of poverty you would have faced. You say, lie. Maybe growing up. The level of poverty you would have faced. Say, lie, this thing will not happen to me again. It will never happen, not with me. There is a level of hatred you would have faced growing up as a child. You will tell yourself, my children will not face this thing. That's your why. It becomes your will. Now, so that will help you know exactly what you need to do. You need to understand that. Now, let me tell you something you need to understand also. That once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. Once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. So you need to know, why do I want to go into this? If you quit the first time, no problem. Nothing happened now. So just imagine that after today, I came live and, then I just feel, more people there's not heavy turn up. Let me just abandon this thing. I'll just go on my status and say, thank you very much, everybody that has, as a result of one or two things due to circumstance. How do they used to put it? Unforeseen circumstances. So due to unforeseen circumstances, we cannot continue with the 100 days. Nobody will flog me. Nobody will flog me. But please, let me tell you something. Once you learn to quit, quitting becomes a habit. And if you must grow, you must stop quitting. You cannot make success, you cannot make progress and excuses at the same time. You cannot make progress and excuses at the same time. These are two mutually exclusive events. They are two parallel lines. They will never meet at any point. Progress and excuses. Once you learn to start quitting, or once you learn to quit, it will become a habit. So, for you to have a strong why, there is something you need to read, or there are questions you need to ask. And this is according to Mike Murdoch. I'm sure you know him. According to Mike Murdoch, there are questions you need to ask. And he calls it the why test. The why test. There are just 7 questions. I'm going to rush them. So if you did not get it, you watch the video over again. So I'm going to rush them. 1. Why do you want to keep improving? The why test. 1. Do you constantly procrastinate on important tasks? That's the why test. Do you constantly procrastinate on important tasks? Number 2, do you require to be motivated, to be forced to do small chores or chores? Do you require, small things that you should do? Do you require motivation to do it? Do you require to be forced? Do you perform duties just to get by? That make you don't be like, I no do am, I just do am. Do you constantly talk negatively about your work? The why test. Do efforts of friends to encourage you irritate you instead? That means your friends are trying to encourage you, and all effort there isn't to encourage you is irritating you. Do you start small projects and abandon them? This is Mike Murdoch's why test. Do you avoid self-improvement opportunities? I know some people that registered for this 100 days. I know them personally. I know that the problem they are going through, 90% of it will be answered in all these 100 days. And I know some of them that have not attended one. These are people that are avoiding self-improvement opportunities. This Minds and Money series is not for everybody. But I know there are certain people that this thing will cure your mind forever. Now, if you answer yes to many of these questions, you have not tapped into a strong enough or a big enough why to keep growing. See these questions. If at least out of 5 out of these 7 questions, if yes was your answer, you are not ready to grow. You are not ready to grow, Sam. So go back and ask yourself these questions. Very important. Right? Then the next question is, do you know when you are supposed to start improving? Do you know the when? We've looked at the what to improve on, which is you. We've looked at the how to improve on. I've given you 4 steps on how to improve. We've looked at why do you need to improve. And we've also considered the Mike Murdoch's why test. And the next thing we are now looking at is when do you need to improve? You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. I'll repeat that. You will never change your life until you change something you do every day. And see, let me tell you, that is what brings about habits. Habits. Very powerful. Develop success habits. Develop great habits. Now, and for you to develop habits, you need to be disciplined. Let me tell you something. If you are fond of going late to occasions, it will cost you. That is a habit for unsuccessful people. Successful people don't joke with time. It's not how much are they paying me, sir. I mean, my house is far. There is go slow. No. Be disciplined. Your time, you have to manage it properly. If you are in the habit of procrastination, let me tell you something. See, you will never grow. You will never grow. I define procrastination from, I had a definition that struck me. That procrastination is the arrogant belief that God owes you another opportunity to do something you had the time to do. I'm telling you, the arrogant belief that God owes you another opportunity to do something you had to do today, tomorrow. Why do you think, what makes you think you will have another opportunity at it? Procrastination. See, let me tell you something. See, in one of these Sundays, I'm going to talk about failure patterns. We have looked at habits of successful people. In one of the Sundays, when we are looking at growth principles, we are going to look at failure patterns of failure. If your habits align with those patterns, trust me, you will never grow. Except you do something consciously to change it. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And that bridge must be crossed every day. The bridge between your goal and actually accomplishing your goal is discipline. Why did you start? You know why you start. Now, when do you need to start working on that thing? The best time is now. The best time to start working on that thing, that project, is now. The best time to start writing that book is now. The best time to start developing yourself is now. The best time to register for that online course is now. Now is the best time. So you want to know when to improve? Now. You missed some days in the 100 days. The best day to watch it back is now, today. As you finish this one, you start watching it. Procrastination is the arrogant belief that God owes you another opportunity. One of my mentors said, it is better you are prepared and the opportunity does not come than the opportunity comes and you are not prepared. You will die poor. It's better you are prepared and let the opportunity not come than let the opportunity come, an opportunity that would make you millions of dollars, but you are not prepared. An opportunity that will change your destiny. But you are not prepared. You understand? I will always tell my people, never be caught on fresh. Never be caught on fresh. Now, finally, you need to switch if you must grow from goal consciousness to growth consciousness. Switch from goal consciousness to growth consciousness. Now, what am I saying? Yes, this is the goal, right? But remember, I told you, your life goals are what should be turned into what? Your annual goals. Your life goals are what? Your annual goals. Life goals are achieved by setting annual goals. Annual goals are achieved by setting monthly goals. Monthly goals are achieved by setting weekly goals. Weekly goals are achieved by setting daily goals. Daily goals are achieved by discipline in yourself to taking small steps every day. And eventually, you will discover that those small steps, before you get to your life goal, which will be in some years' time, you will wake up one morning and discover, this is not me. I've changed a lot. Move from goal consciousness. You have not achieved the goal yet, but you have been making small strides and small success. Now, what is the difference between goal consciousness and growth consciousness? Goal consciousness is focused on the destination. Growth consciousness is focused on the journey. It's not about the destination, it's the journey. To me, these 100 days, yes, I had a lot of goals. I had a lot of goals about it. But trust me, what is more important to me in these 100 days is the journey. It's the journey. I have moved from goal consciousness to growth consciousness. Do you know why that's necessary? Because there are days when it will look like it's not making sense. But when you look at how far you have come, you have not gotten there yet, but you can tell that you are not where you started from. Goal consciousness will motivate you. And of course, your team, that's your motivation. But growth consciousness will mature you. That's when you begin to understand that, the things I used to do before, I know they do them again. I used to be very tardy. I used to be a late comer, strong late comer. I don't go late again. I used to be late for it. As a matter of fact, there was somebody that was asking me one day that, okay, I was supposed to have a meeting with somebody, and the person came 1 hour late. And I asked, he said, it's Nigerian time. Are you joking? You want to succeed and you're using Nigerian time? You are not ready for success. So your success is far from you. Far. Nigerian time. Which one is Nigerian time? When we say live, we start 7 p.m. 7 p.m. we have started. We go live. Simple. 7 p.m. we go live. Why? Because that is how I behave normally. I do not joke with time. And if you must be successful, you see time management. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I usually tell people there's nothing like time management because you cannot manage time. However, you can manage yourself with time. Time is key. Very important. Very, very important. There's let me see if I can get that. I told my people I was going to read this. Very important. Okay, I'll read it after now. Goal consciousness is seasonal. Growth consciousness is lifelong. That means you can achieve your goal. Okay, now let's some 15, 20 years ago, my goal would have been to become a graduate in the university. Now, I achieved that goal like how many years ago? Some 15 years ago. Right? If I was only focused on that goal, see, now let me tell you, that's why some people have not moved from where they are now. Because their goal was to become a graduate. Now they are graduates. It has ended. They've stopped growing because they were goal conscious, not growth conscious. Goal consciousness is seasonal. Goals, I mean, seasonal. But you see, growth consciousness is lifelong. You keep growing. You keep growing. Goal consciousness will challenge you. I want to achieve this goal. I want to achieve this goal. But growth consciousness will change you. Powerful, right? Yes, that goal, I need to achieve this goal. You are challenged. But if you are conscious of growth, you will be changed. You will discover it. And you'll be able to tell that, man, this guy, I don't change. Your habits, everything. Now, goal consciousness stops when the goal is reached. Growth consciousness keeps you growing beyond the goal. Beyond the goal. That's why some people have not picked one literature since they graduated from university. You've not read one book. You are goal conscious. I see some comedians, some people don't you see some status nowadays, Twitter and status and everything. You see somebody just finish exam and just post that now that even if na sandboard, go read again. Or you don't have sense. You don't have sense. True. I'm just being nice to you. You don't have sense. If you were in that shoe or if you were in that WhatsApp group, come out for that group now. Left the group. Keep yourself growing. Keep growing. If you develop the habit of success, you will make success a habit. If you develop the habits of success, you will make success a habit. Do you understand? This thing I'm not telling you because I want you to stay online for long. I'm telling you, if you want to change your life, these things, take it, swallow it, and run with it. You are not paying me, so I will tell you the truth. If you did not watch, I will still record it. If there is zero view, zero streamer, I will still record. This thing I'm telling you, I will still say it. It's to change your life. That's the whole idea. Right? So carry this thing, take it raw, and run with it. Now, what are some of the challenges? What are some of the challenges that are barriers to consistency? What are some of the things that would obstruct you or become obstacles? One, lack of clarity. Lack of clarity. If you must be consistent, remember, being consistent is a must if you must grow. But you cannot remain consistent when you don't have clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose. Very powerful. Clarity. The next problem is procrastination. Procrastination. I go do am. Procrastination. Number 3 is being overwhelmed. Instead of you to pick these things in pieces, small, you want to take it whole, as big as it is. Then you look at the magnitude of the task. You look at the magnitude of the goal. Then you are paralyzed. You cannot take a consistent action. Number 4, distraction. Some of you need to sell your smartphone. Distraction. That's why you are not consistent. Social media. You want to read. You say, okay, every day I'll be reading for 30 minutes. Then you say, okay, you don't want to buy physical book. You want to read ebooks. No problem, it's okay. Then you carry your phone, the time you agree to read, then as you open it, next thing, one notification just drops from WhatsApp. Then you press it to say, okay, waiting, this person won't talk. Before you know, but another notification drops from all those apps, from Twitter. Your top influencer have dropped post. And before you know, you have disrupted your entire consistency system. See, if Arsenal gets to Champions League final and they are playing the match 7 p.m. when I have 100 days, I will watch highlights. See, I do not see the thing that I'll be watching. When this program is still on by 7. Kill distraction, kill it. Kill distraction, kill it. Some of you shut down from social media, shut down from Facebook, shut down from, at least even if it's for 1 month. Number 5, the 5th problem is perfectionism. You are creating an unrealistic expectation that this thing just has to be perfect. And what that would do, it will cause you to avoid the task because you are afraid that when it comes out, it will not be as perfect as you thought in your head. Then number 6, lack of motivation. Remember when we are talking about how, the first thing I said was what motivates you. Lack of motivation will keep you very docile. It will make it hard for you to stay consistent. Motivation, you need it every once in a while if you are to maintain momentum over time. Number 7, negative self-talk. You have limiting beliefs. Nobody in my family has made it to this point. Your target is to make 10 million. And you know your father never saw 1 million together till he died. Or even your father that is still alive, that is almost 70, he has not seen 1 million together. Then every time you get to certain financial, place, you discover that something happens and you lose money. Then you just start having this negative self-talk. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe, just maybe. Internal self-criticism. It will kill your confidence, and every effort to remain consistent will be sabotaged. Number 8, burnout. Jesus. I get this feeling most times. Where you just feel, man, I'm exhausted. You are overcommitting, you are pushing yourself too hard without adequate rest. It will lead to burnout. I used to be like this, so push yourself too hard, it will lead to burnout. And once you are burnt out, my dear, you cannot continue until you go back and rest. So once in a while, when you push in, rest. Calm down. And Farabale said, calm down. Rest. In Jesus' name, rest. Number 9, lack of accountability. If you are not accountable to, I'm talking of external accountability, you should be accountable to somebody or to a system, you should have some form of accountability. It will challenge you to stay on track. It will challenge you to remain consistent. And number 10, lack of routine. Lack of routine. What do you do? See, successful people have routines. How do you manage your time? At 5 a.m., where are you? At 6 a.m., where are you? At 7 a.m., where are you? At 9 p.m., where are you? At 12 p.m., where are you? You should have a routine. Absence of a structured routine for managing your time will lead to inconsistency. Absence of a structured routine for managing your time will lead to inconsistencies. And this will be very detrimental to your success. Right? So, having said that, let me start rounding up. If you want to continue this growth journey, you must understand that consistency is key. You must understand consistency is key. And let me tell you something. Switch from goal consciousness to growth consciousness. And once you've made that switch, you understand that there is need to celebrate your small wins. Every milestone you achieve, give yourself a treat. Celebrate it. It will help you in your motivation. It will help with your confidence. It will help with the momentum. It will help you focus more on progress. And it's also very good for positive reinforcement. You need it. And when you get to days when, you are burnt out. When you burn out, when you get to those days, let me tell you, go back into your shell. Go back to your Santum Sanitoria and go back and replay these things. What was the big picture? Why did I start this? Consider, are my goals too big? Can I break them down further so I can achieve them in peace? Go back and count your blessings, celebrate your progress. And also be willing to switch, to be flexible. Know when, okay, this thing has not been working for long. That you are consistently doing the wrong thing, it will not get you to the right place. You cannot consistently be headed towards Kefi and expecting that you arrive at Asokoro. No. Be flexible. Know when you need to turn. Learn from your mistakes. You see that video, is okay to fail. Go back and watch it. Learn from your mistakes. And when you choke, find support. Reach out to friends, family, mentors. Seek people that would encourage you. Surround yourself with people that can influence you positively when you choke. Trust me, I can tell you this one for free. Because if you don't surround yourself with those kind of people, if the day it choke you, you will know. Then of course, I will always tell you, take care of yourself. These things will help you stay consistent. Trust me. And always be optimistic, be positive minded. Create a picture of your success. Have a vision board with pictures. I was going through my laptop one day trying to make space for some things. And I stumbled on a folder where I wrote 2021 goals. And I saved pictures of some items I needed to get in 2021. This was in 2023. And I saw that everything in that folder had gotten all apart from me. Powerful. I pictured what the success would look like. And I pursued it. Then finally, stay persistent. Success requires perseverance and resilience. Stay committed to your growth. Don't allow setbacks deter you from pursuing your dreams. You see, this life, there is no two persons' way that is the same. Right? There is no, I usually say, if you are angry at some of the things I have done, no verse. Why? I never come this life before. So I'm not living life with experience. Say, okay, I don't, you know when somebody failed in SS1 or SS2, and they tell you repeat class, there's a tendency that if you're a serious person, you will do better. But this life, nobody don't repeat them. Right? So you need to understand that it's okay to make mistakes. Forgive yourself. Don't let setbacks stop you from pursuing your dreams. Don't allow your background put your back on the ground. Move. You have to understand that there comes a point where you cannot blame your father again. You are now a result of all your actions. That's why the white man said, as you make your bed, that's how you will lie on it. I didn't think this meeting was going to be this long, but I'm sure you are gaining value. Right? So I'm going to bring this to an end here. Please, guys, consistency is key. I cannot overemphasize it. It's key. See, let me tell you something. You see, you see people like Erimos. Erimos. Now 3 Dangote make 1 Erimos. Go and check his guy. He has one consistent focus: innovation and problem solving. That is what is at the back of his head. Innovation and problem solving. Erimos. Look at Amazon. Just look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos. And can I shock you? These 2 men are in the top 10 richest men in the world. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. If you do what successful people do, you will succeed. It's just time. I can tell you, you will succeed. Be patient. Enjoy the process. You will never make a baby in 1 month by getting 9 girls pregnant. And you can't make a baby in 1 month by sleeping with 9 men. There is a law of process. If you apply that law, it will help you to stay consistent, and consistency will eventually lead to your growth, both in your person, your mind. Remember I said, what should you focus on? What should you improve on? And what we talked about is you. Once you can focus, you see, if you want to make money, focus on your mind. If you focus on growing your mind, the money will come. If you focus on growing only the money without your mind, that money will kill you. Right? My mentor said, knowledge must precede wealth. Knowledge must precede wealth. Should wealth precede knowledge, that wealth is at risk. And that is where I'll bring this meeting to a close. I want to believe you gain value, right? And if you did gain value, you know the drill. Share it with your friends, like it, give us a thumbs up, and the rest of them. So next week is going to be also very, very powerful. It's going to be power-packed as usual. And next week, we are going to be looking at, Jesus. So next week, we are looking at building a healthy work-life balance for business therapy. Building a healthy work-life balance. Then we are also going to be looking at 7 things every investor must know before venturing into crypto. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The topic is already making me salivate. 7 things every investor must know before going into crypto. Um, number Then Wednesday for Forex Chronicles, we'll be looking at why 95% of traders never become winning traders. Then next, we are going to be looking at from bear to bull, Bitcoin to hit $250,000. Hey, Gege, you don't want to miss it, trust me. Then we are going to be looking at one very important one, from schemes to streams. From schemes to streams. Now, this particular topic is millennial wisdom. This is actually trying to train the mind of a Yahoo boy or an internet fraudster to becoming highly profitable with the same skills, but this time legitimately. So you are moving from schemes to streams, from fraudulent schemes to multiple streams. It's going to be powerful, and we'll be having a guest there. We'll be having 2 guests for next week, and also, it's going to be very, very powerful. Then on Saturday, we're going to be looking at 5 tips to deal with stress. Then on Sunday, I think maybe on Sunday, to balance this, maybe we'll do failure patterns. That's what we'll do. So Sunday is failure patterns, right? So this is where we bring the cutting to a close. I want to believe you gained value. And if you did, please share the video with your friends. Put it on your status and the rest of them, right? So we'll try as much as possible to make all the flyers for the week available between today and tomorrow. And after that, we are going to post them so you can share them and invite your friends to this. I'm sure you have been gaining value. Why do you want to take this alone? Now, this is where I will end it. Thank you once more for giving me 1 whole hour of your time. God bless you.